Hello lovelies, today we're talking most loved pieces for September, including 10 items that are bestsellers that you have been loving and that I have been loving as well. And then on the other hand, 10 pieces that I've worn the most per my camera roll and the way that I kind of have moved through my outfits throughout the month so that you can get a sense of what I'm really wearing and loving. And there's a lot of crossover as well. My sister visited this weekend and she really wanted the rundown of what to get this fall that's gonna last a long time, that she's gonna wear a lot, and that are very classic and feminine and versatile because she's a busy mom of three. So we're all busy. We all don't have a lot of time for fussy clothes that just end up sitting in our closets and wasting money. So let's get right to it. By the way, I'm Ziba. I'm so happy you're here. Make sure to hit the subscribe button for more classic styling videos. I cover wearable trends, how to build your wardrobe, as well as fashion icon style. Start with what I've reached the most for this month so you kind of get a sense of what is really working for me, what I'm really finding value in. The first things that I've been wearing a ton are the suede loafers by Quince that are $89. They have in black, kind of a mahogany and more of a neutral brown color. I got them in black and have worn them so much. I really like them. They're very comfortable, they're cushiony, and they just really fit the bill for so many things. My last video was all about how to style loafers in 2025. A very classic and quintessential wardrobe staple, but also really trendy. So make sure to check it out. The second thing I've been wearing a ton are these leopard print pants by Good American. They're flare kick. They also have a wider leg silhouette, and Anthropologie also has some as well. They make some every fall. Last fall I got this pair. Now they have this pair. So if you're looking for a really great neutral that's just not like your classic camel or black trouser, kind of a really great way to shake up your wardrobe very easily without changing a ton. The third thing I've been wearing a lot is the Cashmere Vest by Quince. They have them in a few different colors. I got the black one. Love layering it over button-down shirts, turtlenecks and knits and things like that. I think it just adds a really great dimension. However, because it's been a little bit warmer, I've just been wearing it alone as a sleeveless top and just love the way it looks, especially with number 4, which is slip skirt in 100% silk in the chocolate color. This is another piece that I have worn over and over again. When I look at my camera roll, I'm like, yep, there it is again. They have a few different lengths of this slip skirt. A mini skirt, there's a kind of like right below the knee, and then there's the maxi skirt, which is the version that I have. I really love the way this looks. Dresses everything up, and it's so comfortable too, and it makes me feel just like good. When my sister was here, as a matter of fact, she did wear it also. It was like, I cannot part with this. I am so sorry. It's also a piece that really spoke to her as well. The other piece that I've worn a lot with this combination are the Suede Boots by Inez. I have a 15% off discount code. I'm actually wearing them right now, and what I love about them is that they come in a 90 and a 70, so the 70 is just like a little bit shorter, but I'm only 5'4", so I'm always looking for ways to be taller, and their shoes are so ridiculously comfortable that that extra height doesn't bother me at all. I wear these most days per my camera roll, per other videos that you've seen. I really love their shoes. And so it's suede being such a hot texture for fall 2025, it's a no-brainer when it comes to picking shoes for the day. Sixth item that I have worn so much, even though it hasn't been as cold as it's gonna get, is this cable knit sweater that's also by Quince. I just love the pattern. I love the texture that it's brought. And it's been a really great way for me to transition my summer clothes into fall. Wore it with a pleated skirt that's chiffon. It's kind of like a buttercream color, and then I wore the cable knit sweater with a kind of more of a western belt for, I think it was a date night. Cable knit sweaters are so trendy this fall, and these are just so affordable. I think the sweater's $50. It's perfection. It's 100% cotton. It's just really soft, and it comes in a few different colors. Two bags that I've been reaching for all month long, and I can tell just because I end up swapping my wallet back and forth from them. Really slouchy, kind of buttery bag by Latico Leathers. So relevant and so trendy right now, where we're seeing a lot of the bigger bags. The other bag that's a little bit more structured but equally stunning is this one by Lottie Whitney. I've seen a lot of their bags in person. I collaborated with them this summer at their studio in Chicago, and I fell in love with the quality. They're leather, there's a lot of details in the bag, lots of compartments, and even the name Lottie Whitney is individual spelled backwards. So their whole premise is that you're gonna have a custom bag that is just for you. You designed it, no one's gonna have the exact same bag as you. And it's made to order to your specifications, so there's zero waste. And for number 8 is a makeup product by Merit. It's the Uniform, which is their CC cream that's like a lightly tinted moisturizer with a 45 SPF. I wear it every day. It makes my skin look like I'm not wearing any makeup, and I don't have to worry about like putting on an extra SPF, which is always just so cumbersome because I have very oily skin, as you can probably tell, because I'm always like shining so brightly like here on the screen, like not in a good way, but like just shining with oil. I have very oily skin, so for me to have to put on more and more sunscreen can really make a difference between just like being super glossy and shiny versus like just having my skin look nice and dewy. I love this product so much that if they asked me like what I would take on a deserted island, like if I had 3 things, like this would definitely be one of them. The other would probably be like their cheeky Flush Balm. On days that I'm just trying to hurry up, I just dab them on the apples of my cheeks, them over my lips, and I'm good to go. My favorite colors are Apres. The third thing would probably be the Clarins V Facial Intensive Mask. This, you know how there's some days where like you cannot get the poof to go down, like for whatever reason, life has gotten in the way, you've been having late nights, or maybe you've been having one too many nights out, been eating like salty foods or something, and you can't get rid of like the poof. So the best way to use this mask is by putting it like on your neck, like right where your jowls are, and right underneath your eyes, so like right here and right through there, and like what we'll call the beer belt, like where you'll swell up if you're partying, you know, doing all the things you're not supposed to. Give it 10 minutes, it just instantly de-poofs. By the way, Clarins just sent me the sweetest message after reaching 25,000 subscribers. By the way, thank you so much for being here. Some little French macaroons congratulating me, which meant a lot because I have been working with them for years and I really love their products, and their mask is just one of my staples. For number 9, the jeans that I've worn the absolute most are the Bowie jeans by Saint Sophia. They have a slight flare. They're extremely flattering. They also have 3 different inseams, so you don't have to worry about like dragging on the ground or just not being long enough for you. My sister chose the longest inseam. I chose the regular one. Just absolutely love them. They really help elongate your frame. And if you want more tips on how to look taller and longer, check out this video full of quick tips that will help you like the next time you get dressed immediately. The 10th item that I've worn the absolute most this month is this hooded jacket by Zazan that I really love. It's thin and it's really great for those nights that get really chilly, and then further on into the fall will be great just as like a top layer underneath my coat. It's amazing. I'm so glad that I got it. The hood also comes off, so you can just wear it as a very kind of as a type of proper ladylike jacket with like trousers or jeans. I love it. This is a great segue from what I've worn the most to the bestsellers. This is absolutely number 1 this month. You have loved it, and I'm so glad you have because I do too. They also have a brown one as well in case you don't want the checkered print. I chose the checkered print because it gives a nod to English countryside aesthetic. I also have a video about exactly how to pull things out from your closet to bring this aesthetic to life. It's perfect for fall and it's so functional and comfortable. It's not itchy, it's just amazing. Second bestseller are the Prince loafers that I talked about as number 1 in the things that I have worn the most. And so I'm glad that you've been loving them too. They're such a great price point, and the suede is just so buttery and rich and luxy feeling. It asks nothing of the higher price loafers. Third bestseller is this Ralph Lauren wool coat that is just so elegant and timeless. I got mine maybe like, I think it was 2021. I still wear it every single fall. It just looks perfect with almost anything. It's a great way just to instantly elevate any look and will always be in style. Fourth bestseller are these corduroy pants by Quince. There's a few different cuts of them. I got the flare leg ones. They're the ones that look the most like Carolyn Bessette Kennedy outfit. And these were bestsellers last month as well. And here they are again. I think they're just a really great piece to get for fall. One of you asked if they made a lot of noise when I walk, or that's a problem that with corduroy pants, textured fabric will just really rub against each other. If you have gotten them as well, make sure to confirm below in the comments that that is not the case. The fabric makes for absolute soundproof walking, and they're thick enough to be a proper corduroy pant, but they're not so thick that you feel like they add like an extra 10 pounds on your frame, which I think is really key. The 5th bestseller is the Zazan set that I featured in the Princess Catherine of Wales video. I've had this set now for I think 2 or 3 years. They make it every single year, and it's a perfect set to take advantage of wearing the separates with different pieces and really magnifying your closet with a very classy set. But they have also a few different colorways if you don't like that kind of like the natural tone. There's also a dark brown one and I think a black as well. So if you're just looking for that very polished look that can be really dressed up for holiday parties and things, but you can also wear every day, this is fantastic. Number 6 is the belt from Cezanne that I actually don't have yet, but I featured it in the video, and I am this close to getting it. I just need to take stock of like everything that I have before I make another purchase. But it's everything that I dream for in a belt. I'm a huge belt lover, and I'm always looking for very interesting pieces. Like, for example, this is one that I wear a lot. It's by Ralph Lauren. And I'm always looking for belts to add to my closet because I think that they just transform your outfits and they give it this je ne sais quoi. Sometimes we look at outfits like on our Pinterest boards or on somebody else and you're trying to figure out like why it's so amazing. It's these little details that really bring your outfit from like being okay to being like just incredible. For the 7th bestseller are leopard print pants that I mentioned I wear all the time. I think the reason is because they're such a classic print for fall, but they're just a classic print in general. It's not like a print that's not gonna age well. Like sometimes you have these more cartoonish types of leopard print that just feel a little bit high contrast. These are very muted and go with so many different neutrals in my closet. They're fantastic. Number 8 were riding pants, and I think this had to do with our focus on English countryside aesthetic this fall with Princess Catherine of Wales videos and featuring this style. Riding pants are a great alternative to skinny jeans if you don't want something denim, but you want a trouser that will fit beautifully inside your knee-high boots or your wellies. These are just great. And there's 2 bestsellers in this category. One is by Vince and one is by Quince, so it just depends on your price point. The Vince ones I think are right around $200 and the Quince are maybe like $60. I think you can go wrong. The ones with Quince, I will point out, there's one that don't have a pin tuck, so they don't have the seams going down the legs, which I think are very elongating, and then there's another pair that does. So it's really up to you and what you prefer. For if you're just looking for an alternative to like leggings and skinny jeans, then this is great. Number 9 are these riding boots by Cezanne. I searched high and low for a pair that was refined, timeless, and very comfortable. These are also available in a glossy chocolate brown, and I'm simply obsessed, and I think you will be too. And last but not least, because colder days are coming, is this topper by Quince that's 100% wool. It's double-breasted, it's so elegant, slightly oversized and slouchy. Because the weather hasn't called for it, I haven't worn it yet, but I'm just waiting for the perfect weather. I featured it in my Old Money Aesthetic formulas for fall. Make sure to check that out. I'll see you there. And if you learned something today, make sure to hit the subscribe button.